What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. First of all, let me say this. There was no General Hospital video yesterday because I was busy yesterday. I was helping my grandmother move all day, and by the time I got home, I was tired, so I didn't really feel like doing it. And I didn't even watch yesterday's episode, so I didn't have a chance to do it. To answer that question, because a million people was asking me that question yesterday. I tried to answer everyone individually, but I thought, let you know. But if you follow me on Twitter, you would have got the tweet that I sent out that said there was no video today. That's why I tell people, follow me on Twitter. You'll see what's going on. Anyway, okay, let's get into this video. Today's episode. I liked it and then I didn't like it. Okay, who do I talk about first? Let's see. I'm trying to pick a name out of a hat. It was so much, I don't know who the fuck to talk about first, so I'm just gonna wing it. Olivia. I'll talk about them first. She was looking gorgeous in that dress, let me just tell you that much. Olivia got it going fucking on. I love Olivia FALCONERI. That's my boo. She got it going on. I know some people might think it was a little crazy for her to try to marry Steve in the hospital, but after everything she been through, please, she deserved to get married. Because, I mean, some people might see it as tacky, and some people say, she should have waited till he got out the hospital, but why wait? They could get married in a hospital, and when he's recovered, they could have had a bigger ceremony, you know what I mean? And then they could have invited Lulu and Dante, because I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have got married without Dante being there. But Steve almost died. Hell, I thought he was gonna die. He almost died, so she seized the moment. She wasn't gonna let this moment pass, because what if something happened before the wedding? She couldn't let that happen, so she took the opportunity, tried to marry him now. I don't blame her. It is what it is. Elizabeth. Now, y'all already know I'm trying to be nice to Elizabeth, but she kind of irritated me with something that she said about Maxie, talking about Maxie's track record with planning weddings are bad. Look at Sonny and Kate wedding and Tracy and Anthony. First of all, those weddings was not Maxie's fault. First of all, those weddings look gorgeous. It was the bride and the groom's fault as to why they didn't get married or as to why the wedding was a mess. It wasn't the wedding planner's fault. It wasn't even Maxie's fault. First of all, Anthony was threatening Maxie and he was blackmailing Tracy, so that wasn't Maxie's fault. Two, she planned Sonny and Kate's wedding. It was beautiful. It was Connie's fault that they didn't get married, not Maxie. So Elizabeth, shut the hell up. Seriously, I've been keeping off your ass for the last few weeks, but don't start getting on my nerves now. Even though I knew it wouldn't take long. But anyway, when I saw Olivia in that dress, oh my God. And then I saw Elizabeth in her dress. Let me tell you something. I might not like Elizabeth all that well, but Rebecca Hurst, beautiful woman. Rebecca Hurst, the actress that plays Elizabeth, she's such a gorgeous woman. Her and Olivia was looking blazing. They were looking so hot, like a hooker on a Saturday night. I swear to God, that's how good they look. Just like a hooker on a Saturday night. I swear, they look gorgeous. And when AJ and Michael saw Elizabeth in that dress, I know Michael is with STARR or whatever, but you could kind of see Michael was looking at Elizabeth like, damn. I looked at her the same fucking way when I seen her in that dress, and I know Michael looked at her the same way. He might be with STARR, but I think, of course, you're going to look at Elizabeth. She's gorgeous. She is a beautiful ass woman. I might not like her personality that much, but I do love her looks. AJ was looking at her like, yeah, we about to get it popping. He hurried up and asked that bitch out on a date. I was like, AJ, I ain't mad at you. Anyway, Michael, I am so happy for Ellie getting back to work, even though she wasn't officially back to work, but I'm proud of Ellie. I love her, and I'm glad Spinelli was there to support her and be there for her like a man should be for his woman. And she's getting around real good on that walker. Michael, Starr, AJ, the scenes with them was funny with Ellie. I loved all three of them, all of them banding together to find out that damn recipe. Tracy. a mess. Like, seriously, Tracy, why don't you work with AJ and Duke and Michael? You know how big they can make that company? With Michael, AJ, Duke, and Tracy, they can make that company into $1 billion company. But Tracy has an ego problem. Like, seriously, bitch, you claim you love Edward and everything else, but you destroyed his company single-handedly. And now you're trying to save it so that way you can have it all for yourself. Like, you're just a greedy bitch. Like, seriously. But then all that money that she offered Spinelli, I'm like, bitch, please, I would have took that money. The bonus and the double his salary, and I'm kind of surprised that Spinelli is broke. Like, he's having money problems because he just bought Ellie. Was it in a diamond bracelet or a diamond necklace he had bought her on Valentine's Day? I'm like, and you're broke? I'm pretty sure he had a lot of money from when he worked for Jason and Sonny over the years. I'm pretty sure he had a lot of money. But, you know, when Sam or whatever, couldn't he talk to Sam about giving him some money? They both are partners still in that PI business. He could talk to Sam about floating him some cash. Shit, Sam is a millionaire. Please. She got all the Jason assets plus her money. Please, Sam got it made. Anyway, Tracy, when she offered Duke all that money in a briefcase, I was like, damn, Tracy, you ain't playing about that relish. But she does sound like a crazy woman running around bitching about relish. Like, seriously, you sound ignorant. Anyway, next, Felicia. I am so irritated with this chick. She keep coming up with a billion excuses as to why she don't want to be with Frisco no more. I think deep down she's still in love with Frisco, but the reason why she won't leave Mac was because she broke up. She divorced Mac like 12 years ago just so she could run behind Frisco. And she don't want to do that again because she don't want to hurt Mac again. That's the reason why she's staying in this relationship with Mac, because trust me, if Mac wasn't in the picture, she would have easily went back to Frisco. She's doing this because she don't want to hurt Mac, and I respect that. But still, you got to stay true to yourself and true to how you feel. If you're in love with another man, stop stringing Mac along, because it's going to get worse in the end, and there's not going to be a good outcome. You better watch One Life to Live and look what Nora did with Bo and Clint. She married Clint, but she was still in love with Bo. You see how that turned out. Felicia, you better do something quick. I suggest that you tell Mac what it is right now and stop bullshitting around with him like a dummy. And that screeching voice of hers, my God. Anyway, Frisco. I loved what he did to Britt. Did he even call her Dr. Westbourne? Sound like he called her Dr. Westbourne. That's how it sounded like what he called her. I think it was Dr. Westbourne he called her. And people talking about Frisco couldn't do nothing to Britt. Bitch, please, you must not know Frisco Jones. Look what he did to that bitch. Got that bitch hopping around on one leg. She keep fucking around, he gonna take that other leg from the bitch. I love when Frisco take charge and shit, and I'm glad he on Maxie's side and he helping her out. Dr. Westbourne, oh my God, I cannot. Can somebody please shoot this bitch? For the love of Christ, shoot her, please. I am so sick of her fucking with Sabrina, like, and I'm glad the board of directors at the hospital decided to keep Sabrina on. I'm pissed that they didn't let her graduate, though, because she deserved it. She didn't do anything wrong. She's a good nurse. Britt is the one that needs to be fired and brought up on criminal charges, fucking hoe. I am so sick and tired of Britt. She's aggravating. And why do people keep stealing them donuts from them AA meetings? You ain't noticed that? Steve and Elizabeth had big ass jelly donuts, and then Sabrina up in there trying to steal a glazed. They a bunch of thieves. Anyway, yeah, Britt, I'm so over her and I'm sick of her. Maxie, she looked good today. I'm glad she's back into the planning weddings thing, because I missed that about Maxie. She was so cuckoo about weddings. Like, she definitely loved planning weddings, and that's what I love, because you saw a different side of Maxie. The creative side of Maxie. And I I am so pissed about this Olivia situation because I'm still mad about this. Why are they bringing this whole Memphis shit up again? Didn't they settle this like a year ago? I think Maggie took the fall for it, but then she committed suicide, and now the Memphis PD. This is so dumb. So this is the way they're writing Steve out? Hell, I'd rather they just killed him off. Now you just gonna send him to prison? I was hoping that they could have at least let Olivia marry him first. They didn't even finish this damn ceremony, dumbasses. These writers are crazy, man. You should have just let them get married. They done wasted all that time in a wedding dress. Please. Anyway, Frisco, word of the wise, go get your woman. That's all I gotta say. Frisco, go get Felicia, and y'all call it a day. Get married again. Whatever. Can somebody fill me in on yesterday's episode? Well, not the whole episode. I just want to know what happened with Sam and Stephen Clay. Somebody fill me in on that, because I did not watch that episode. I don't plan to. Just give me a brief summary of what happened to Stephen Clay, aka Caleb. That's all I need to know. Anyway, I hope all of you have a slamming weekend. I hope you all have a great weekend. And I'll see y'all on Monday. So I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. See you later. Come on.